Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another video from Steve Adventure Academy. This one we're going to be looking at the Mora Classic. And really, why do I hate the Mora Classic? Now, just full disclosure, I'll be in and out of the frame here a little bit because I brought some stuff out here into the wilds of Albert County. And maybe the video should be titled, How Not to Set Up on Top of a Hornet's Nest, because that was exciting. But now that we're in a little bit less buzzing and stinging environment, we should have some good fun looking at the Mora Classic. Now the Mora Classic is a really great knife. I'm just going to duck down here. It's a really great knife that comes with a really terrible sheath. So this is a very old Mora Classic that was gifted to me by the widow of the former owner, and it is really in fantastic shape. You can really enjoy the patina there. I've done my best to put the edge on it, but not take away from the patina. So, things to dislike about the Mora. Well, the scabbard is obvious. It's clearly the least expensive portion of the entire thing. It's not fancy at all. You'll also notice that it's split and crazy glued here, it's split and crazy glued here, really in an effort to try and make it grip the knife. So, scabbard aside, let's face it, you're buying the knife. The scabbard is free, so whatever. Scabbard's not difficult to fix. We've got an example here from Fisher Custom Leather. You hear their name variety of my videos because they just are amazing workmanship. That's the Water Buffalo scabbard with the brass pins. He's got a no-sew, no-stitch belt loop attachment here, which I enjoy very much. And you can run it on a belt, or you can dangle it with something as simple as an S-beaner. And the knife just drops in. Of course, it's ambidextrous, it doesn't matter. And it's spring-loaded, just by its very nature, so it locks the knife in. Much better scabbard. This one here is also laser etched, which may be difficult to see, but you can just make out the Mora Neve logo. He's done a laser etch right there under the stitching, just to keep it understated. Spectacular scabbard. So, things to hate about the Mora. Well, we talked about the scabbard, so let's move on. The handle. The handle feels fantastic in your hand. It really doesn't matter where you hold the knife, whatever kind of work you're doing. It's very, very good. It's something that's, easily you could hate about it, that it really feels good in every grip, particularly when you're comparing it to your much more expensive knives that the handle may not be as good. So, for the price, you're getting a great handle. The blade steel. This is the carbon steel. It will throw sparks, although I didn't really want to mark it up any more than I already have testing it. So you're getting a really nice carbon steel with a Scandi grind. I've laid it down quite a bit with some minor working with the diamond stones and also with the strop. So it's really, really a nice sharp. This one is quite substantial, so if you really need the extra reach of the Classic 3, the Classic 2 might be a little bit more in keeping with the handle size, but I'm not the least bit disappointed. Let's face it, we are in big knife country. Let's see. So the knife does a really good job of cutting. We've got something back here already. So we'll just knock that branch off. Don't worry about it, I brought that with me. But you're going to see that this knife cuts really nice fine curls. It's just, now this is green, so yes, but you can see very easily that it's just peeling them off. Super stealthy. It's very easy to knock this steel down if you get crazy with your cutting, using it for non-knife related tasks, but it's also a very easy steel to sharpen. So, does it have the edge retention of CPM 3V, the knife that I'm comparing it to, for my ultimate bush knife? Not even close. But you can sharpen it in about 1/10 of the time. So the trade-off is probably worth it. The tip works very well for separating wood here. Again, I can push that in and really get into it very easily. It's not difficult at all. There's not really enough weight here for chopping, but you can limb small things. This again is green, I understand, but still. So another real reason to hate the Mora. because it does a great job of cutting. So it's a great slicer. It's good blade steel. The handle is super comfortable no matter which way you hold it. Other things you can do with a Mora very easily, for instance, I've taken my Coughlin's folding saw and harvested this particular piece of wood. And I've made a slit down it. And one of the reasons you might want to do that is the Mora fits very nicely down into that slit. And now I've got a draw knife. And with the Scandi grind, you're going to be able to really just get under that bark and peel the bark off very easily. And of course that's going to just make your craft projects that much simpler. This here is much harder wood. This has been in the ocean long enough for it to harden up, but not so long that it gets punky. And again, you can see here that this is just pulling, I'll try to show you here, it's pulling the curls very easily off of this much drier, much harder wood. So, why do I hate the Mora Classic? Well, you're probably going to find an example of this age on eBay, so whatever that means, for less than a Hondo. Well, that's upsetting, because you can't buy a CPM 3V knife that's bushcraft, or really anything else, for less than 3 Hondos. Super difficult to find a better knife. The blade stock is sharp, is enough, and this construction is such that you could baton if you wanted to. It does a great job cutting. It's very easy to sharpen. It loves the strop. It's just easy. They get along so well. The handle fits really almost any hand and is easily refinished. You could easily just sand off the red paint and make it any color you like. So there's lots of good reasons to hate the Mora Classic. It's less expensive, probably, than most of your bushcraft knives. It works at least as good. It's easy to sharpen. The handle fits everybody. And all you really need to do is find your favorite leather manufacturer, or artisan, as I've selected, and have a decent scabbard made. That's pretty much a complete plethora of reasons to hate that knife. Because it's really good at everything. Don't you wish you were good at everything? So really, maybe it's envy that I hate this knife so much. In every case, we hope you stay sharp and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.